Caitlin Clark just revealed something shocking that rocked the sports world and the WNBA. Not using a three-pointer from a logo, but with an unexpected gesture of $25 million. This time, Sophie Cunningham was left stunned as Caitlin made a once-in-a-lifetime statement that connected their futures to Nike, the most recognizable sports company in the world. This goes beyond a simple transaction. This has to do with friendship, loyalty, and the significant cultural change Caitlin Clark is spearheading. One teammate, $1, and one play at a time. Hold on tight, because this is the incredible tale of how Caitlin Clark transformed a sneaker deal that made headlines into a startling surprise for her colleague and what it means for women's basketball going forward. Let's begin by discussing the headline. The Indiana Fever's rookie sensation, Caitlin Clark, recently inked one of the biggest endorsement contracts in women's sports history. A multi-year deal with Nike worth an estimated $25 million. The largest sneaker contract in WNBA history is this one. We're talking about more than what many NBA veterans receive. Indeed, it features her distinctive shoe, which is something that millions of athletes aspire to. And only a few months into her debut season, Caitlin made it happen. The plot takes a crazy turn at this point, though. Caitlin didn't merely use a dazzling commercial and a news release to commemorate the occasion. She made the unexpected decision to share the moment. Caitlin Clark personally invited Sophie Cunningham to a Nike event in Indianapolis that was closed to the public just hours after the deal was signed. Sophie believed it was merely a brand party, either a photo shoot or a private press event, according to sources close to the Fever. She was unaware that Caitlin had requested Nike to include her in an unexpected gesture that would reverberate around the league and shake the locker room. Following a brief film that chronicled Caitlin's journey from Iowa to the WNBA, Nike executives presented Caitlin with a personalized gold-stitched Nike jersey during the ceremony. However, Caitlin chose not to wear it. "This isn't just for me," she added, turning to Sophie instead. "This is dedicated to all women who come up, put up a strong fight, and defend their team." "Sophie, you're the one I want walking with me in this," I said to Nike. Then Caitlin took a box carrying a personalized Sophie Cunningham PE trainer with Fever colors out of a tiny display case. Caitlin's own endorsement terms led to a contract for a sub-deal under the Nike umbrella and the slogan, "No backing down," emblazoned on the heel. The gesture apparently caught Sophie completely off guard, causing her to start crying. You may be asking yourself, why Sophie? Why would Caitlin Clark, a well-known celebrity with countless advertising prospects, bring up someone else in this way? Their relationship, both on and off the court, holds the key to the solution. Caitlin Clark stepped into a battlefield when she joined the league. The pressure from the media was unprecedented. The drama, particularly from players like Angel Ree and DJI Carrington, was constant, as was the physical play. However, one player, Sophie Cunningham, was by Caitlin's side from the start. In the WNBA jungle, Sophie swiftly established herself as Caitlin's big sister, enforcer, and protector by defending her rookie teammate in post-game interviews, pushing herself between Clark and defenders, and taking hard shots. Caitlin never forgot it either. "People talk about the plays I make, but Sophie makes the plays no one sees," she even stated in an interview. "She ensures that my actions are safe." This degree of confidence is uncommon, particularly in a league with limited media space, contracts, and roster slots. Seeing her dedication, Caitlin made the decision to use her Nike agreement as a reward for the one teammate who never faltered, rather than just as a personal triumph. This is more significant than a contract or a pair of trainers. Caitlin Clark just redefined the potential of celebrity power in women's athletics. Athletes have been signing contracts and paying checks for decades. However, Caitlin went one step farther and elevated another underappreciated woman by leveraging her negotiation leverage with Nike. That establishes a new benchmark. Consider it. A rookie athlete telling a billion-dollar organization, "Yeah, I'll sign, but only if I can shine that light on someone else too," is something you've probably seen before. The league receives a message from this kind of action. Loyalty is important. Collaboration is important. I'll ride for you if you ride for me. It's a heartfelt power move. Additionally, the WNBA was in dire need of it. Nike isn't stupid. They were aware of Caitlin Clark's skills spanning generations. Her cultural charm is another factor that contributes to her profound shooting. Most significantly, she contributes tails in addition to fans, cash, and TV ratings. Nike noticed the excitement that surrounded Clark when she was in Iowa. Arenas that are completely booked, superstars in the stands, and college attendance that breaks records. For this reason, they outbid Under Armour, Puma, and Adidas for her autograph. Here's the genius, though. By granting Caitlin the authority to involve Sophie in her adventure, they not only purchased her game, but also her principles. They made a daring gesture. Nike is spending money on more than just Clark. They are funding the cultural change she is spearheading. And trust me when I say that they will take full advantage of this opportunity. Loyalty marketing and limited edition Clark/Cunningham drops to create joint advertisements. This goes beyond basketball. Do you know what took place in that locker room with the Fever? Fireworks that are good. Several teammates spoke forward, claiming to have never seen anything like that. In addition to motivating the supporters, Clark also encouraged the players to begin having newfound faith in themselves. She just gave Sophie the kind of shine most of us never get in our whole careers, and she did it without a second thought. Alyssa Thomas reportedly said to employees that Caitlin's maturity was commended by veterans. Novices gave her a fresh look. The dressing room had a more cohesive vibe. And that cohesiveness is important for a club trying to improve its standings. Nowadays, getting 30 points isn't the main goal. The goal is to create a movement. Furthermore, Caitlin Clark merely fanned the flames. Caitlin Clark acted without waiting for approval. She seized the chance to take someone with her when she saw it. If that creates a stir, then so be it. Because the league as a whole will benefit from the wave she is creating. What comes next, then? First, in advance of the WNBA playoffs, the official debut of the Caitlin Clark signature Nike collection is anticipated this autumn. According to projections, it will rank among the best-selling basketball sneakers ever made by a female athlete. Second, Nike insiders revealed that a limited edition Sophie sneaker drop based on the tale of sacrifice, hard work, and commitment will be released. In WNBA history, that is a first. A player who receives their own PE in accordance with a teammate's contract. Third, a combined ad with a theme created for each other is reportedly being filmed this month by Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. Lastly, it has been reported that Caitlin is still encouraging others. In Indiana, she is currently engaged in a community effort aimed at supporting young female athletes, which will include mentorship programs for girls participating in underfunded basketball programs. There you have it then. And one brave step at a time, Sophie Cunningham is accompanying her on that journey. Like Caitlin, would you share your sneaker deal? Please remember to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more WNBA updates if you like this video. The WNBA world is in shock tonight. Caitlin Clark just dropped a bombshell on her teammates, and it has fans and players talking like never before. A $25 million Nike deal, the biggest endorsement in league history, but here's the twist. Caitlin didn't announce it at a press conference. She surprised Sophie Cunningham and the entire Fever locker room in a way nobody expected. This moment has completely changed the WNBA landscape. Let's break it all down. It all happened after practice. The team was cooling off, scrolling through their phones, when Caitlin walked in with a grin that said everything. "Guys," she started, "I just signed something crazy." Sophie laughed, thinking it was a joke. But Caitlin turned her phone around and there it was. Nike $25,000,000,000. The locker room went silent. Sophie's jaw dropped. "Wait, you're serious?"
Yes.
Dead serious. Caitlin Clark had just signed the richest endorsement deal ever for a WNBA player. The kind of deal you only hear about in men's basketball. And this wasn't just any partnership. Nike plans to make Caitlin the face of their entire women's basketball line. Sophie's reaction was pure shock. "Girl, that's life-changing money," she shouted, hugging Caitlin. But not everyone was cheering. Sources say a few players looked uncomfortable.
Why?
Because this deal changes everything. Players like Aya Wilson, who's been dominating for years, never got anything close to this. Angel Reese, who's been very vocal about media attention, hasn't landed a deal this massive either. And now Caitlin Clark, just a rookie, is cashing in like a superstar. Social media exploded. Fans were posting, Caitlin Clark just secured the bag. Hashtags like Clark Effect and hashtag Nike Queen started trending immediately. Even NBA stars chimed in, calling it a game changer for women's sports. So why Caitlin Clark? It's simple, she's not just a player, she's a movement. Her games sell out arenas. Her jersey? Gone in minutes. Her highlights dominate social media. Nike knows Caitlin brings eyeballs, energy, and excitement like no one else. This isn't just a deal, it's a strategy. Nike wants Caitlin to be the face of the WNBA, the same way LeBron was for the NBA. And this $25 million contract proves they're betting big on her. This surprise left the locker room buzzing, and the league on edge. Some players will celebrate it. Others? Maybe not so much. But one thing is clear, Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball, she's changing the game. What do you think? Does Caitlin deserve this record-breaking deal? Or is Nike creating tension in the WNBA? Drop your thoughts in the comments.